Hello, everybody. Can you hear me now? Welcome to my book launch party. We are live, and while we are waiting for people to get, my glasses are floating. I'm going to be doing giveaways today, so we'll wait for people to get here. This is the book. I'm going to be giving away copies of it: Dosing Amanita Muscaria and What to Expect. So I'm going to leave links over here if you want to go check out the book. I'll give you the store where you can purchase it. There's videos about it over there. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. So looking forward to this. Y'all are already showing up. Already 5 people here. Thanks, y'all. All right. So the store is mushroomvoice.com. And you can go there and look at the book and the listing and everything. But I'm going to do a reading from the book today. And then I'm going to be giving away not just copies of the book here, but also products and stickers and stuff. And we'll be pulling numbers. So I got it under control. I might give away one of my limited edition collectible pins. Flotilla. I got my... Oh, yay! Cool. Shipping will cost a lot. Yes, it will. And unfortunately, I won't be able to do any giveaways outside of the United States because of that. Shipping went up in January, and then it just went up again. So I think the minimum cost to send even the smallest item to any country outside of the United States is a minimum of $16. But there were some countries that the import taxes and fees were over $100. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this giveaway is just for folks in the United States. But if you are not in the United States and you want a copy of my book, go to the Amazon in your country. And then if you've got Prime, you won't even pay shipping for it. You know what I mean? 19 folks are here. All right. This is the day book. Should I wear that instead of this? Just got the book too. Great read. Oh, yay. Thank you. Cool. That's cool. So many people already have it. Awesome. And then some of the other things I'm giving away today is my Super Sleep Cream. And it is spring water that I drive north an hour and a half to where the water's coming right out of the mountain. So it's got a lot of natural minerals in it. It's real heavy in minerals. And I go get that water because I drink it. And it's been amazing for my mental health, getting my minerals back in my body. But that's the water I use. And then I super saturate it with magnesium. And then I have Amanita oil in here too. And then the base is beeswax and coconut oil. So cocoa butter. So if you're vegan and you don't do beeswax, you won't want this. But it works. It's one of my best selling. And then I have ceremony kits that I make for equinoxes and solstices. And I hand tie-dyed these bags for fall equinox. And these aren't available in the store yet. So if you win this, you'll be getting the first one. And this is what's in it. Your rune. A rune stone, but I'm going to cover it up so you don't see what the rune is. And ground amanita. Selenite wand. And ceremonial oil. Yeah, the lighting is really bad. Let me adjust the lighting. Hang on a minute. Let me figure out this lighting situation. Woo, washed out. Let me try yellow light. Is it better? White? No, that's white. That's yellow. What do y'all like better? I like that better. White light. We've only got 18 people. Y'all marketed the hell out of this. I tell you what, the censorship is worse now than it's ever been. I check the analytics for things, and you wouldn't think that I have 36,000 subs or 11,000 people on Instagram because my views are in the 20 to 30 people range. Like they show me the views, not likes and engagements, just the numbers of people that it's been put in front of. Less than 100. When my subscribers, like Facebook, 10,000 people, 11,000 on Instagram, 36,000 here, and less than 100 people are seeing my posts. It's frustrating. And they're doing that now because they want us to pay to promote our posts. And like sometimes I will, but even then, like the engagement is still really low. I don't see much from the money for doing that. Like if you're going to be shady like that and force people to pay for social media to get views or whatever, then at least give them the views. If they're going to pay you, be like, yes, good girl. This is how you get the views. But like, then it doesn't even work. Like what? Was seeing your videos since like 2020 or something. Really? That's cool. Thanks, love. Yeah, you've been around a long time. I appreciate it. I'm going to reduce the light over here. This lighting is so harsh. Why is it so bad today? Let me see if I can adjust it in my camera. I'm so unprofessional. You'd think after this many years doing this, I'd have my shit together. Let me change the contrast. The device is currently being used. It won't let me make adjustments. Oh, wow. Normally it lets me, like when I'm on Zoom, it'll let me adjust the camera settings. Can I order the book and other things to be sent to Bulgaria? Yeah, absolutely. No, we blocked Bulgaria because so far almost every Eastern Bloc country has either refused shipment of anything having to do with Amanita, even books, or they've started levying ridiculous fees. So I think that I blocked every Eastern Bloc country from being able to order, which really sucks because you're some of the few places on the planet that never lost the use of this mushroom or the lore about it or the education about it. Like you still revere it. And yeah, I blocked Lithuania. I had to. It was getting really bad. And this has only started happening in the last 3 to 6 months that the Eastern Bloc countries have started censoring imports of this mushroom. Thank you, Jake. Oh, I'm glad you like your rune card. I've heard a lot about sea moss, love. Fully laden swallow. Just got the boom. Y'all aren't as active as you usually are. And we've only got 20 people. That's so weird. Well, I'm doing a giveaway. If any of you are showing up for my live, I'm about to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away my book, and I've got a bunch of products that I'm giving away from my store. So I'll start showing the things that I'm going to be giving away, and maybe we'll get more people in here. But usually we have like 60 people in my lives. But again, even though I've been promoting it all week, it hasn't been showing it to people. And some people say they have trouble finding my live. Aw, Melissa. It's fun. I like doing it. I think it's fun. 24 folks? Okay, well, so the book, which I'm going to do a reading from here in just a second, and my super sleep cream, and the fall solstice ceremony kit. Maybe because I look so washed out, people are like, oh shit, she looks like death. Like, I look really, really bad. I don't look like this in real life. Now, I don't know how to adjust the camera. Share, mute, no. Huh. Yeah, I can't find a way to edit it. All I can do is adjust the lighting in here. Maybe this is too harsh. Let me turn it down some. Like even my red light back there, which is very red, looks pink. Oh, seeking. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. I'm about halfway through your book, Margaret. I can't wait to email you for the first time. Oh, Sierra. Words are escaping me today, but I'm so glad to see you succeeding despite being censored. You look great. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Decade. All right, tonight in my private membership community, we are, well, I've got filters over it already, over the light source. We're doing a pajama party show and tell tonight in my private community. And if you want to join us, again, the more the merrier. So I'm going to show you how to get into my community for free for a month. So I'm going to drop it in the chat here. It's mushroomvoice.com. All right. And then there's a coupon code that will give you a month for free. There's no catch. You do have to like enter your payment stuff, but here's the trick to cancel without it dinging your card. Go to your email and write in there a note to yourself, cancel membership at Mushroom Voice. And then where the little send button is, there's a little arrow. All email programs have this. It's either a dot, 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 or an arrow right beside your send button. Click on it and you can schedule your email. So schedule it for like 20, 30 days into the future from whenever you sign up to remind yourself to cancel. I don't want your money if you don't want to give it to me. The way that I work is I give everything for free that I absolutely can because this mushroom should not be gate kept. I want people to support me that have the funding or the means or the will to do that, not because you need something that I have. AmanitaDreamer.net is just, it's free. I don't ask for anything from you. I don't even ask for email. If you want to know when I'm going live, when I'm giving stuff away, when I'm giving away coupon codes, you can sign up for the newsletter with your email. If you want to, I send it out twice a month, but I don't even ask for that. Like you land on AmanitaDreamer.net, you start watching videos because it should be free. And then the way I support it now is I can't make money on social media anymore because they've all censored me. So the only way I can pay the very high bills is if you want to, and that's by joining the membership community freely, willingly, or buying something in my store. And then you can buy me a coffee. So you can go to Buy Me a Coffee, Amanita Dreamer. And all of these ways of supporting me are if you just feel like it. There's no way I'm going to force you to pay me money to get anything. And even the stuff I sell in my store, I teach you how to make it yourself for free. So, yeah. All right. I don't want you to pay me to come play with us for a free month if you don't have the money to do that. So that's why I'm telling you how to end your membership. So the free code is, oh shit, I forgot it. Oh, month. You have to choose tier 2 because that's where the themed Zooms are. If you choose tier 1, you get all of the Saturday and Sunday community Zooms. If you choose tier 2, you come to all the themed Zooms too. You get all of them. And I want you to have access to all of them for free for your free month. So the coupon code is only good for tier 2. I pay every month and forget to show up. You do, and I hate that. Is there a link to buy your book? Yes, that's over at Mushroom Voice. Everything that gives me money is at Mushroom Voice to help support the cause. I'll write that again. Thanks for asking. Mushroomvoice.com. Thanks. And the hardcover copy is in now too. And then the audiobook, we just finished the last of the edits. And I'm about to go back over to the studio now, and we're going to put the music in where I want the music and bookend it and then send it for mastering, which should take maybe 24 hours. So my goal is in the next 2 weeks. It is the last week of July. So my goal is by the middle of August that the audiobook will be in audible.com and available that way. Okay. In my store, if you do choose to buy something, every order comes with something free. And we have, like, these were a postcard, and this is a sticker. That has been free before. This was one of my month's free stickers starting August 1st. This is the free sticker. September's is really cool. October's a magnet. Pretty nice. So, I mean, I try to give you as much free stuff as I can. Another item I'm giving away today is my Musca Royal. This is Amanita muscaria extract, oil extract. Can't tell you how to use it. Because it's the time mushroom. Eris is over here talking about how time is so distorted. That's how it works, is by showing you that you are time, that you create time. And I have 2 chapters on time. It's that important. 2 whole chapters on time. So part 1 is called Drink Me. I'm sorry, my chair is creaky. And it's called My Story. And then chapter 2 is Addressing Fears. Chapter 3 is What is this mushroom? Chapter 4 is Using the mushroom. Chapter 5 is Your daily diary. Chapter 6, What will I feel? Chapter 7, Early effects when you first start taking it. And chapter 8 is about the sentience of fungi. And then in part 2, which is down the rabbit hole, is Fear and Exhaustion, Sleep. Chapter 11, Time Part 1. Chapter 12, Ritual and Rigidity. Chapter 13, Sun, Water, Earth, and Fire. Chapter 14, Love and Fear. 15, Black and White Thinking. Elders and Ancestors. Networking. Chapter 18, Time Part 2. So that's your answer about time. Not only do I have a lot of videos about time, but I have 2 chapters in the book about time. And then we have Power and Ego, Anger, Boundaries, High Dosing, and Smoking Amanita. And then part 3 is called Tea Party. And that is love letters, references, appendices, and meet the tea. So there are workbook pages. Even the book is all whited out. Someone said put a white piece of paper up to the camera and maybe it'll adjust. But like there's workbook pages in here. Let me show you some of the schedules where you check stuff off and start. Like here's the protocol, the microdosing protocol. And there's a daily diary thing where you keep track of your dosing. And then as you start going through the actual chapters where we talk about different topics that this mushroom addresses, there's things for you to fill out about each one of those topics. And then more things for you to work on. So it's kind of like a textbook workbook, but also highly educational with a lot to learn and a lot to read and a lot to track. So we'll be giving this away. I'm going to do a reading too. Let's see. Do you still have any of the gray stickers with the mushroom man on them? Mine got messed up when I rolled my truck. The mushroom man, like my little mascot guy. Let me see if he's on here, on anything. I don't have any stickers with him around. Anyway, those are gone. I don't know what you mean by gray, but no, those are gone. Thanks for the like button. Yes, thank you for saying that. I never remember to promote stuff like that. Roller. Is it similar to THC? No. No. But here's the thing about THC and Amanita. Most people that use a lot of THC won't feel anything from Amanita. But whatever you are medicating with THC, like racy brain or voices that don't shut up and thoughts that don't stop, your inability to sleep, you can't focus, you can't zone in, you're scattered, all that stuff. These are things a lot of people deal with, and then like anxiety and stuff. But what THC does is it actually reduces glutamate and GABA, which causes anxiety in a lot of people. But it increases dopamine, which helps anxiety for some people. It also does wonky things to the cholinergic receptors. In some people, it reduces them, and in some people, it raises them. But in everyone, it reduces your REM sleep and the time you spend in theta, and that's where you heal. It also reduces your ability to learn and write to long-term memory, and it messes with short-term memory. So some people get off of THC to get on Amanita, and they find that Amanita still treats the same things they were trying to treat, but now they get their REM sleep back, their theta back, theta brainwaves back. They learn, they're more creative, all that stuff. So it's interesting that Amanita may be a good alternative for some people that use THC. However, you can stack it at the same time. And I just made a video about that. It's still being edited. And I'll upload that sometime this week if you want to stack. And then there's people that train just left the track. Oh, CBD. You can stack CBD with Amanita really well. Like, that's an amazing thing. And I'm hoping to get a product together soon. Can't talk about it yet. You misplaced your oil, Tessa. Tessa supports me so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy a lot of the same regulars are here and still only 24 people. We're doing a giveaway if you want to stick around. Did I answer your question, Aris, about why it affects time so much? It does, because time is our divinity. It's our power. The manipulation of time is our, we were born with that ability. But in the last 2,000 years, we have been trained out of that ability. And Amanita is one of the main medicines that boosts that actual power and that ability to do that. So before it can help you do that, it's first got to remind you that you can do that. And then as it shows you that and teaches you how to time travel and manipulate time, it freaks people out, but it also helps alleviate anxiety. Wow, I am still so white. This is crazy how washed out I am. I don't think it's ever been this bad. I went from a cheap camera to an expensive one, and since then everything looks really bad. I may go back to my cheap camera. But see, I can't like use this to set the white balance. It doesn't help calibrate anything. Taking lion's mane and reishi, take them both every day. Yes, I do, just like you. Oh, hi, Tracy. I react not so well to THC. Some wheezo. My dreams are more lucid on lion's mane. Yeah. Lion's mane jacks me up. If I take lion's mane, I won't be able to sleep for the next 10 hours. That's crazy. You take it before bed? Thank you, Slastukin, for ordering my book. Yay. Mario video game promotes Amanitas. That's the power mushroom side of it. That's the power up. There's a reason it does. Shows how Amanita can affect how you perceive your body size. But more than that, it actually gives you power. And that's why one of my chapters, y'all are just promoting my book for me. Thank you. That's why one of my chapters is called Power and Ego. Chapter 19, Power and Ego. It is the power up mushroom. I'm very new to this subject, but in 2 days of watching your videos, I know Amanita will change my life. Thank you for sharing your story. You are so welcome, AI. Oh my God, that's why I do this. Yeah, it'll heal insomnia too, Eris. How come you never talk about Amanita and tolerance? Because there's no such thing. You actually need less and less of it over time. And I do talk about that, actually. I talk about that a lot. It's in my protocol where you have to take less over time. It should be in my start here videos about how you need less over time. You don't need more. But here's the other thing. It seems like in really high doses, you develop a tolerance to be able to handle more, because it feels like Amanita puts a ceiling on your ability to trip, because it can get really, really bad. And if you're not ready to open those deep inner vaults yet, you could really upset yourself and your mental health. So there's this built-in sort of limit if you are mixing ibo and muscimol in the 50-50 tea mix, like I say. If you bypass that protective system and go straight to full muscimol and you try to take high doses, you will upset and hurt yourself. So the way it seems to work in that 50-50 range is you will start to get a little bit of illness, like the ibo illness or whatever. But then the more that you take higher and higher doses, the more it feels like it cleans your system out and helps you. It heals your receptors and makes you less sensitive. So you can take a little bit more ibo and you can push those levels higher. So in that 50-50 mix, you can actually take more and get into higher and higher doses. So in that way, there's not tolerance as much as it is your sensitivity is changing because your receptors are healing, allowing you to take higher doses. But in microdosing, You'll have to adjust your dose a lot because it's healing you. And sometimes you need way less because you're healed. Sometimes you need more because you're working on something and your body's pushing you to take more. So when I say tolerance, it's not a clear-cut thing, but I actually have many videos about this. I don't know why you're not seeing them unless you're not going to amanitadreamer.net, because YouTube, everyone else on the internet, it seems like on YouTube, can post all kinds of videos that I can't. And I know why, but I'm not going to talk about it. So they're all over at amanitadreamer.net. I like high dosing by myself. What do you consider a high dose? So I have all that in my book under how to find your dose. And I actually have one of my appendices, the appendix in the book, is about if you can't find your dose. It's Appendix A. It's end note. And I go into more detail. So I go into a lot of detail about finding your dose. A high dose is going to be different for everyone. And I talk to you about when to be careful. And I have videos on this about high dosing, what to not go past without a babysitter, trip sitter, extra person, someone who cares about you, whatever you want to call it. There are dangerous areas that you can get into, and I talk all about why. So you can find that in my dosing playlist. I tried using the Calm for the last week or two while waiting for my Amanita to arrive. I haven't noticed any change dosage thoughts. I mean, it's a lot weaker. I've talked to them a lot about their formulation and why they did it that way. And they're trying to be very, very careful legally to not harm people, because the cowboy trip community will just grab bunches of it and like knock the bottle back. And they were sort of trying to mitigate any harm that they did to the community. But yes, it is the whole amount in the whole bottle. Read the milligrams that are in the bottle. You just got to work on your dosage. You know what I mean? That is wonderful. Slash, what were you talking about? Last year, Amanitas didn't pop up till late September. This year, they've already started. Maybe they sense that I need them. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it. Hello, I'm new. Nope. Yes, I also take kratom for pain. Generally, no problem sleeping. Yeah, Tracy. Oh, my God. I woke up sneezing this morning. I have a whole video on kratom. I have an approved vendor because bad kratom is everywhere, and you've got to be really, really careful where you get it. I have one vetted and approved place that you should buy it from. Hello, I'm UFNU. Support you with all my heart, and that's because 8 years ago I had a treatment that included Amanita. It cured me of epilepsy. I hear that a lot. I hear people with Parkinson's have been using it, and it really slows down their tremors. And I have an interview with Ava Machacek. She's the researcher that's researching what all is in Amanita. And she actually talks about one of the compounds that they're looking at that she feels like would be promising to study for nervous system disorders like that. I believe you. And thank you for following me. Aris, it can cause huge anger outbursts the next day. I have videos about your anger. It's like you're going down the table of contents of my book. So thank you, Eris, for promoting my book. It is chapter 20, Anger. Fresh Caps Guy says he thinks mushrooms work on a 7-year cycle, best crops every 7. I don't think that it's that cut and dry. I think every mushroom is unique, just like every species of animal are unique. And then each mycelium is going to be different. Like if it's a young mycelium that's just starting out, and if it happens to be a really big fruiting year in that area, a lot of them that are older mycelium will fruit gregariously with really huge caps. But the baby mycelium, their mushrooms will be a lot smaller, and they may only pop up a few because they're really, really trying and they want to get in on it. But I do wonder, how do they all know in an area to just go nuts? And it may be due to just the weather. But also I've noticed if they really, really fruit huge amounts one year, the next year will be really bad. Mainly using remarkable herbs due to access. Yeah. My mother took the tea and dreamed about dancing in a red Amanita dress. Oh, that's cool, Eris. Dude, this mushroom talks to people. I'm doing giveaways. If you're here, stick around. I'm going to get to it. I promise. There's so much about the dreaming state and how this mushroom opens you up into this other reality where you're not sleeping and it's not lucid dreaming, but you're actually visiting alternate realities. It's really beautiful. I go into a lot of that on my videos. Honestly, y'all, if you want to know, go to amanitadreamer.net, because there are so many holes in my videos on YouTube because YouTube has taken down so much of my content. And it's upsetting because y'all come here and you're like, why don't you have one about this? Why don't you talk about that? And it's like, I do. YouTube won't let me. Hurricane Fiona last year, Amanitas are absolutely incredible. Yeah, right, Slash? It's crazy. After hurricanes, like they'll come up from the coast and come up here into North Georgia, the remnants of them, and then we'll get so many mushrooms. It's really beautiful. Y'all want me to do a reading or talk about more items? So for my anniversary of my channel back in June, I did a giveaway, and this one didn't get claimed. It sat in customs and no one claimed it, and it got returned. So I was going to give it away today also. Let me see what item it is. Aw. It's a necklace and a little crystal. So if you want an Amanita necklace, we'll give that away. And some of my stickers came back that they didn't claim. And what else am I giving away? Is that everything? Yeah, a Muscaroil, a fall ceremonial kit, super sleep cream out of my store, this necklace, 3 copies of my book, and this is the winter solstice. This is the small winter solstice kit. I have a large winter solstice kit that goes on sale in December. So again, you'll be the first person to get this. It's the winter ceremonial oil and the ground mushroom. Do you have a Discord? Alexander, I love technology. I've loved it from day one. And I have dove into technology. And I first became a YouTuber, and I have really excelled in my editing skills and software. But I tell you what, I got on Discord on my phone, and it was insane. I could not figure it out. I got on Discord on my desktop, and it looked like the instrument panel of a 747 jet. And I haven't had the time to just sit and try to figure it out. I try periodically and I get lost. So I'm already so overwhelmed and so busy. I need an assistant, and I don't have time for all the social media that I'm already on. So I'm probably not going to get a Discord together, and I'm really sorry about that. But that's why I created the community. So if y'all want a free month in the community, tonight we're doing a pajama party show and tell. If y'all want to get in on that for free, scroll back up in the chat where I have mushroomvoice.com, and then I have the coupon code, and choose tier 2, and your coupon code will work for a free month. So come play with us tonight. All right, let me do a reading. You don't like the vibe on Discord? I was on Adeptus Psychonauticus. I never learned how to use it, but a couple of times I was able to sort of get on when he was there. And that he's developed a really good community. The vibe there is good. But I don't like Cruise Discord, looking for them to get in, so I wouldn't know. But thanks for the heads up about it. I suppose them asking about communities other than the subreddit where more reasonable folks have discussions on this mushroom. Well, I was on the Amanita muscaria Reddit because I was asked to by the person that owns that sub. And I was treated so abusively and so badly that I cried, and I had to leave and like delete every post I've ever made. And some of the worst hate and the worst immaturity and stalkers are over there. Like some of the most immature humans I've ever met in my life. Some of the worst stories of misusing the mushroom. Like maybe it's changed, but it's been a year and a half since I've logged on over there. It's very disappointing. The attacks, the bullying, it's really awful. Okay, let's do a reading. That was negative. Sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to be negative. What chapter should I read? Some of them get kind of long and I don't want to waste too much time. I can just read little excerpts, maybe. You want me to read the one about anger? Y'all want to vote? Let me give you choices. Fear and exhaustion, sleep, time, part 1. Anger. Y'all want to vote? No? Okay. We'll do time, part 1. Anger. Slash wants anger. Yes to anger. Well, that's 2 votes for anger. We do anger. Anger is chapter 20, page 175. Try not to look down too much. It's rude. Mushroomvoice.com, Alexander. If you want to get in the giveaway, I'll tell you how to do that in just a second. But if you want to join our community for a month free, is that what you mean? Promo? Mushroomvoice.com. That's how I support myself. That's my store and that's my community. That's where money comes in. And then the free stuff is over on AmanitaDreamer.net. All the content that I can't put out on social media. Does Amanita give you out-of-body experiences? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Looking down is perfectly okay when reading things. Okay. I'm autistic and I struggle to learn social norms. Let me see how long the anger chapter is. That's not too bad. All right. I'll read about anger. Ooh, the fear chapter would be great too. Well, I'll read and sleep. I can't read it all. I'm sorry. I'm going to do the anger one because 3 people chimed in quickly about that. All right. Chapter 20, anger. Before we approach this chapter, please know that we are discussing lower levels of anger which can be persistent or spike periodically. If you're having difficulty or if you're acting out, it's important to seek help from a professional. Sometimes it can be surprising and unnerving when we start to feel this level of anger with Amanita. We might be tempted to think we've done something wrong, taken too much, must not be very spiritual, or are somehow regressing. When this first happened to me, it was really upsetting. I would go on to learn that I had a lot of anger and that it was justified. I had temporarily believed the spiritual world's claims that anger means you aren't spiritual or that you're being egoic. Ha. Indeed, anger is the part of you that loves you. It is the most profoundly loving part of yourself trying to get your attention. Anger is a most welcome sign that you're reaching your inner self, which has been shoved down for far too long. Anger is a gift. Loving yourself, waking up to your inner wisdom, and finally opening that vault is the most spiritual thing that you could be doing right now. So if you're experiencing anger and it's scaring you, I hope you can relax and take it as it comes. I hope you will welcome it as the harbinger of good things on the way. Boundary violations. When you first start taking Amanita, that anger could be telling you you have said yes to bullshit for far too long, to the point where you have become complacent in your own oppression. You've said no to the things you needed in your life just to appease your oppressors. You have shoved down your inner voice until it went silent. You have a lot to be angry about, and you'll discover that most, if not all of them, were boundary violations. Times you didn't set boundaries because you were never taught how or that you could, and yet felt violated anyway. Sometimes you did set boundaries and they were ignored or steamrolled. Times you were punished for even setting them in the first place. Betrayal trauma is another way we have developed unresolved anger. If we were promised things by adults and then they just didn't do it, forgot, said they never made that promise, never showed up, or left us unable to trust anyone's word anymore, the betrayal becomes the way people are, and we normalize it. and excuse it. Eventually, the anger we feel seems ridiculous, so we shove it down in our adult lives as us being unreasonable, because this is just how people are. When this happens on a daily basis in childhood, weekly in adulthood, multiplied by how many years, it's no wonder that one of the early things to surface, asking to be addressed, is anger. Mushrooms are incredibly matter of fact. We learn on this mushroom that none of this is normal. None of this is okay. One of the beautiful things about Amanita is that it goes through the heart. And so, yes, you may feel that anger and that rage, but you may not know where to put it because it's just coming up as free-floating anger. Because these things have been normalized, you likely weren't keeping score when every injury happened, but your body was. So you'll feel emotions attached to events you don't remember. Don't gaslight yourself and tell yourself these feelings aren't valid. They are. As anger is the advocacy emotion, you can understand why anger will bubble up as you come to these realizations. Right now, loving yourself comes in the form of giving yourself what your caregivers didn't give you growing up: permission to express yourself fully and truly. If you experience random free-floating anger, loving yourself right now seems like allowing that anger room to move on out and set itself free. Liberating something stuck, like anger, is the most gracious act of self-love you can be doing right now. Imagine how much lighter you're going to feel when you can move that stuck energy out. Find outlets for that anger anywhere you can that are safe for you and others. Where and where not to channel your anger. If you get on social media during this period of your journey, you will find places where you will feel like you need to advocate for people. Let me just say, this is not the time for that. If you're used to feeling for others, then your reaction to anger might be to feel empathy and outrage for injustice online. This reaction needs to inform you and be an alarm bell for you. You need to use your energy wisely right now, and throwing it up randomly all over the internet to rescue people who aren't being heard in comment sections is not the way to use this energy. Don't do it. Stay off social media. When you feel the anger, get off and walk away. Anger is your body's way of getting your attention. It's as if physical pain were an emotion. It's just your body saying, hey, you need to address this thing right here, right now. You may not be able to put your finger on it at first, but the more you lean in with curiosity and openness, the more the memories will start to surface. Random, free-floating anger can be very troubling indeed, but allow this part. Allow anger that has no direction. Allow it to feel uncomfortable without trying to direct it. When you point it outward, working to find who is oppressing you, or someone else right now, it is blocking the true reason for this moment of anger. Behind all that anger is the sadness, the grieving, the hurt. I was 6 years old on the playground, and pieces from the necklace I made were falling all over the ground as the boy who yanked it off my neck ran away laughing, holding it in the air like a victory flag. I sat down to cry, and the teacher came over to console me, saying she would talk to both of our parents about it. Nothing ever happened. Life went on, and all I was left with was a broken necklace, a boundary violation that no one did anything about, and a message that the time and effort I put into making it was worthless, and therefore I was worthless. Today, all I did was pick up a handmade necklace I was given when suddenly I felt anger, which turned into tears. This is the power of anger and healing today. This period lasted about 9 months for me. As you move through this chapter, have grace just for yourself and for what you're moving through as you are slowly owning your power. Take this to your therapy. Recognizing your abuse, feeling the anger and sadness, allowing it a voice, and moving into your power is a process. You're going to get to a place where you are very big. Remember Alice, the potion that makes her big and small. This is Amanita. Allow her room to do the work, and allow that anger is part of the process of healing. While you may deal with the bulk of it in this stage, don't be surprised when anger shows up every time you approach entheogens. The goal is to learn to recognize anger as one of the first things to show up each time you move into a new area of growth, asking, learning, and healing. Being an advocate during the anger phase is not a good idea. At some point, you will be coming back into advocacy if that's where you are called to work. But you will probably see that you are doing it in a whole new way from a completely different space inside yourself. Anger is not a position of power. Anger is sadness, and it's vulnerable. It's a time of work on self. Later, you can work for others. I hear you. I see your compassion, love, and empathy for others, especially when you see yourself in them and you see them suffering the very same trespasses and violations you experienced. You know their plight and feel uniquely qualified to empathize, understand, and protect them. This is all true, and during the anger phase of your Amanita journey, stepping in will likely only be adding oil to an already blazing fire. This phase will pass, and you'll find your footing again and be able to tackle these things with power, but not necessarily force. And you'll understand that difference later as you grow to embody it. Now is the time to sit with your own anger, be with your own feelings about the things you personally have suffered, and do your healing work within. You have a lot of reasons to be angry just by being a human. And the more that Amanita works with you, the more your eyes will be open to the things you have to be angry about, and the more you'll learn how to express your emotions in healthy ways. The hope is that all who see these injustices will use them to open more doors for others and hold them open. The world needs your power, but before you can step into it, you have to deal with the anger that the Amanita will raise in you. One of the beautiful things that's happening with technology and social media is Indigenous people and people of color and people in marginalized communities are getting platforms and their voices are being heard like never before. And the more doors we can hold open for each other, the more all of us are going to continue to increase our power at this table. It's what the earth is asking of all of us. This new world where we all can live and breathe in peace together is going to require making room for each other at that table. If someone opens a door, go hold it. If someone brings a gift through that door, pick it up and help spread it. Whatever your gift is, whatever it is you want to do, you're going to have to start in your heart and deal with the anger first. That's the chapter on anger. Okay, let's see. ASD here. Welcome, fellow autist, Alexander. Oh, thanks for the wingy dingies. Thank you, thank you. Why do you say Amanita will not help weed smokers? I say the opposite of that. I said people that smoke weed won't feel it because there's some gating issues going on. There are outliers. I have a video about it. I'm uploading it this week, but I also have plenty of other videos where I talk about it. And I talk about if you don't feel something from Amanita, but is it still working? I have videos about that. And I just spoke at length here on this live about how I believe why people are leaving THC for Amanita and that they prefer Amanita. So I say the opposite of that. So I don't know where you heard that. As a child, I was taught that anger was evil and that if I was angry, I was evil. Oh my God, yes. Yes. Psychologist John Bradshaw used to say that anger is a healthy sign of one's needs not being met. I've read just about everything Bradshaw has ever written. That's when I was in therapy. I have 3 books about Amanita hysteria, and this book is by far the best. Oh my God, thank you. Not only does Amanita Dreamer give the facts and scientific side, but also the personal experience side. Aw. You can tell the book was written from the heart with passion for this mushroom. Thank you. Seeking. I'm royally angry. I'm sorry. I spent a bunch of money on maintenance and my dryer still isn't working. Oh my God. I've been there. I have taken my dryer apart so many times to get it working again. One time it went down. It was down for 6 weeks and I ordered part after part after part and could not get it fixed. I eventually did, but it was very frustrating. Well, I haven't ingested Amanita yet, but I have studied and sat with many other plants and psychedelics that have gifted me similar knowings. I look forward to meeting Amanita one day. Yoga friends, yep. Good for you. Sound beautiful. I need to go reread that. Yeah, go reread it. What a lovely way to put it. I needed to hear that. You're so welcome, Melissa. Thanks for the hearts. 4 months. My gosh. Well, good luck, Yoga Friends Network. Good luck with that. Wow, we just keep losing people. We're back down to 22. My God. I normally have 50 or 60 people on these lives. I think it's because this camera looks so crappy. I look like a ghost. It's awful. All right, let's do the giveaways. If y'all know anybody that wants to be in on the giveaway, tell them I'm doing it right now. They should come on. Well, I have 30-something little doodads in here, but we've only got 24, and I can't go back in and pick people out, pick numbers out. I need 30 people to be able to do the giveaway. I don't understand. And I've been live now for almost an hour. I'll just order from your store. I don't sell Amanita, but if you go to amanitadreamer.net, I have vendors that I approve. So, yeah, definitely go get from there instead of taking your chances randomly on the internet. You never know what you're going to get. So here's how the giveaway is going to work. If you want to be entered into the drawing, first, you have to be in the United States because I can't afford the shipping overseas. Second, you have to have Instagram. That's just, I'm sorry, but that's the only way I can do it. School just started down in the South here, most of us. Minnesota Nice Botanicals, yeah. So you have to be able to message me on Instagram, and you have to tell me what your username was over here. Otherwise, I can't make the connection. You know what I mean? So you'll message me on Instagram, and then you have to actually check your Instagram. That happened the last time I did a giveaway. I had to go through a lot of different people because people weren't messaging me back. They messaged me, I replied, and then I never heard back from them. And then you'll be giving me your address. And then I want to be able to finish this up on Monday and get everything shipped out on Monday. So I'm going to draw your name today. And I need you to message me on Instagram today. Respond to me over the weekend so that I can get your package in the mail on Monday and be in the United States. And that's it. That's all the rules. Here's how you enter. All you're going to do is type me in the comment section, and nobody comment any other things, please. I only want people saying me. And then it will go in order, and I'll give you a number. I'll count in order, and that's your number. I'm going to draw from here, and I'm going to count down that many, and you're the winner. So please, nobody else write in the comment section. If you want to be entered in the drawing, just type me. Go. We got 21 of you. I should see 21 people saying me in the comment section. Trying to give away shit? Thanks for trying to get Malika. But no more typing now in the comment section. Only type me if you want to be entered into the drawing, please. I'm giving away 1, 2, 3 copies of my book, which I will sign. Sleek Cream, that's 4. Fall Ceremony Kit, that's 5. Musk Royal, that's 6. Winter Solstice Ceremony Kit, 7 items. Aw, Gishan, I'm sorry. If you want to pay the shipping, I'll send it to you. I just don't like to ask people to have to pay me money because it's a giveaway, and I just can't afford to cover the. And Switzerland is. Oh, I'm coming to Switzerland. Go to the event page on amanitadreamer.net, and if you're in London, Dublin, yeah, I'm gonna be Go to my events page. Go to Amanita Dreamer. Calgary, I'm coming to Calgary.net and go to events. So Calgary, London, Dublin, Zurich. I'm going to those places here in the next couple of months. All right, Gishan, if you want to pay the shipping, you can PayPal it to me if you win. So write me over here in the comment section. This is how censored I am, though. 36,000 people are subbed to my channel, and we have 22 people here. Censorship is real. All right. Last call to put me, the word me, in the comment section to be included in the drawing. And if I pick a number higher than the number of people, I'll just keep picking. Y'all ready to get started? People are still writing me. All right, last call. If you want to be in the drawing, write the word me in the comment section in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. For the sleep cream. Person number 11. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Melissa Strange. You're getting sleep cream number 11. And you were Melissa. My Instagram is Amanita Dreaming because they took down my Amanita Dreamer account. So I made another one called Amanita Dreaming. Message me there, please. Next up is the necklace. $24. We don't even have 24 people here. We'll try again. 31. We don't have 31 people here. 2. Poison number 2. Yoga Friends Network. Message me on Instagram, Amanita Dreaming. Yoga. You'll have to tell me what your username was or what the item was that you won. If it's not the same, you know what I mean? Necklace. Okay. Here we go. This is fun. All right. Let's do the fall ceremonial kit. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4. Me, please. That's Melissa Strange. We already did Melissa. How can she be 5 and 11? Did you write your name twice? Oh, well, we'll just throw that away. Or did I count wrong? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me redraw. This is for the fall ceremony kit. 17. Do we have 17 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I lost count when I scrolled. Let's try again. Who is this? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alexander was 14. 15 was Cassandra. Gishan is 16. Alexander 17. Okay, Alexander. Fall ceremonial kit. Alexander. Fall kit. Message me on Instagram at Amanita Dream Ing. Musker oil. This is oil of Amanita extract. I don't think we have 20 people, but we'll try. Who is this? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cassandra 15. Keyshawn 16, 17, 18, 19. There's no 20. It stops at 19. Okay. Musker oil. Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gloopy fruit. Is Gloopy fruit here? Now we're up to 26 people now that we're doing the giveaway. If you want to be in the giveaway, write the word me in the comment section. And nobody else type in the comment section until we're done with this, so I don't miss people. Musker oil was gloopy fruit. Message me on Instagram at Amanita Dreaming, not Dreamer. Okay, the winter ceremony kit. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decade. That's you. Message me on Instagram at Amanita Dreaming. All right, let's do the books. 3 copies of my book. $25. We don't have 25. $23. Maybe we got 23 people. I don't know. Let's see. Let's count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because people joined us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sierras. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 19 is still all we have. All right. For the book, 22. For the book, 3. Who is 3? 1, 2, 3. AI broadcasts. Message me on Instagram at Amanita Dreaming, and I will give you your book. Next copy of the book. $15. Here we go, counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cassandra. Message me on Instagram at Amanita Dreaming. Last item we're giving away, and then I want to show you something I'm giving away in the Christmas store. Yes, I'm planning that far in advance because the holidays are so fun, but they're so busy. But I love giving stuff away. All right, here we go. Last item. 30. No 30. I know the number. I'm just going to count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sydney Kitchell Williams. SYDNI. Cool spelling. When y'all message me, tell me what your username was over here and or what you won. I've also got it written. But like I won't, you can't just say, hey, I won something because I don't know how to reference you. You know what I mean? Like, especially if your username's not the same. What I'm giving away, I'm sorry those of y'all that didn't win. It's the only reason I hate doing giveaways is because I can't give it to everybody. Like, if I ever get independently wealthy, I'm going to give away so much shit. Okay, all of the giveaway stuff. I made these gift tags. I like paid to have them printed up. I designed them because Amanita cured my color blindness. And all of a sudden I was real creative. And I found out the whole reason I didn't think I was creative was because I couldn't see all the colors. But these are free with your orders. And that's like, this is all the way in the future at the holidays. But like, oh, the camera won't focus. That sucks. Yeah, colors are all bleached out too. Well, anyway, I made a whole bunch of gift tags for the store and Christmas. Anyway, I love giving away cool stuff. I can't show you the September sticker because it hasn't gotten here yet. I sent it out for printing, but it hasn't come yet. All right, let's talk more about Amanitas if you want to. We're just now at the hour mark. Don't forget, tonight we're doing the pajama party and the show and tell in the community. So if you want to join us over there, I wrote a coupon code in chat for you to get a free month, and you have to choose tier 2. Aw, angry drunken German. Have you read the chapter on anger yet? Alexander, that was you that won. There's no other Alexander here. So what I'm doing in Dublin is I'm doing a book signing. I mean, in London, I'm doing a book signing. In Calgary, I'm doing a speaking engagement. We're making stuff with Amanita. I'm doing a book signing in Calgary. In Dublin, well, it's like in a forest right outside Dublin, but we're doing a whole 2-day event, me and Courtney from Hips and Halls Wildcrafts. We're going to make stuff. We're going foraging. It's going to be cool. It's like 2 full days. So all of this stuff is over on AmanitaDreamer.net under the events page. I think you like it. Looking forward to meet you again here in Switzerland. Aw, were you at the ceremony last year? Julie, I'm done with the giveaway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Johan, hey. Yay. Cool. Yeah, the deal in Switzerland, I don't know if it's open to the public or if it's just for a thing that they're hosting, that they're doing. It's like a private group of theirs. I'm waiting to find out. I think I asked them that by email. If you know, let me know and I'll start promoting it. But I didn't know if y'all were selling tickets to the public or not. Figured I'd wait until the house is empty on Monday and I could get some reading done. Aw, cool, Angry. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, the person that's one of the people that's hosting the thing in Switzerland's name is Johan. So I don't know if you're the same one or not. What was your worst withdrawal symptom that Amanita resolved? I had a craving that I never could put my finger on, and it never went away. It was always there. That even while I was on benzos, it never went away. So I would have to use alcohol, and that would quieten it sometimes. Smoking. Once I started Amanita, well, I mean, I had already quit the alcohol because I was trying to taper off of everything. But of course, the benzos were gone immediately. Then, of course, alcohol. Never wanted alcohol again after smoking Amanita. I've only recently started drinking like really small amounts of really good craft beer. But again, just very small amounts. And every once in a while, like I'll make a fruity drink for my son. He's of age, by the way. I'm not dosing some 8-year-old with alcohol. And I'll drink a little bit of his drink or whatever before I give it to him. Or like I'll go to Epcot and go drinking around the world with my daughter. And they have special unique drinks for the season or whatever. And I'll like drink half of one and give it to her. But mostly like my body and alcohol don't really get along now. But after I started my microdosing protocol, that craving went away. So I just naturally sort of quit smoking and didn't even notice that I had quit. But I've been researching what that craving is, and people write to me now and tell me that they've gotten off some seriously hard drugs with Amanita. But I think it's in the dopamine receptor pathways that Amanita's plugging into and helping with. That was a really long answer to a short question. The worst withdrawal symptom is just the worst symptom ever, and that's anxiety, which Amanita continues to help me with. I get anxiety for everything. Withdrawals, life, good things happening, bad things happening, hard things happening, traveling, meeting fun new people that I love meeting. Like anxiety is just like always there, and Amanita seems to help with it. But then when I withdraw from anything, it's always anxiety, and Amanita always helps. My favorite way of ingesting depends on what I'm trying to do. If I really am getting out of my heart space, I'll smoke it and really get back in touch with the ancestors, the elders, and the spiritual side, which I especially like doing on solstices and equinoxes. If I'm having anxiety, the tea, or like the full muscimol conversion, either the soma that's with milk or with the vegan one. I eat it like I did before this live when I need to be like on and up and busy and get my brain going. I'll break off a piece of it dry. So yeah, it depends on what I'm trying to do. That was a good question. Yeah, anxiety got rough. Yeah. All right, we're at an hour 12. I feel like I'm boring. Which way do you think works best for insomnia? If you're a German, then you're in Germany and you don't know this law. But in the United States, we have a law called practicing medicine without a license. And there are things that medicine has named as a disease or a medical condition. And I can't speak to those or I'm violating that law. And they have claimed insomnia, so I cannot tell you the answer to your question. Maybe somebody else in the comment section would like to respond to you, but I can't. I'm out of water. I need water. I didn't bring any water. I'm out of water. Amanita's are out here now. What? Where are you? Scotland? Seriously? They're already fruiting? That's really great. You're light years from boring. Aw. Well, look. I made this box. I didn't make the box. I bought the box. But it was plain. I painted it. And I put these items on it and clear coated it. See that box? See it? See it? See it? I'm going to put this in the store for October because I made a banishing kit that'll be in the October store. This is the banishing kit. And it comes with how to do different banishing ceremonies. I have this card professionally printed and 2 candles and then black tourmaline banishing oil with crystals in it in a cute little bag. These will be on sale in my store. The banishing kits, I have like 20 of them, I think. And then also, but I only have the 1 box. And then it also comes with sort of like a multi-purpose ceremonial kit. So you can use it on equinoxes or solstices. And it comes with a rune card, but I'm not going to show you which rune, and a sticker and ceremonial oil. And that comes in a separate bag. And all of this will be in this box that I hand painted and did stuff to. That'll be in December's store. I try to make like one of a kind unique items each month. Amanita's made me want to be real nurturing. Love that with the tourmaline, all right? Tourmaline's a powerful stone to work with. My wife loved the lip balm. You know, I loved that stuff and I kept it in the store for like a year. It just didn't sell that fast, but man, it works. I think a lot of my products, if it's not just direct medicine, they think, oh, well, whatever, it's just some accessory thing. But people don't realize like a lot of stuff that you need, these products out here that they go into your skin that have a lot of toxic shit in them. So what I'm trying to do is create a line of things that are not toxic that you can use. And that lip stuff works. And it doesn't have any nasty crap in it. Alexander asked me something and no. Angry Drunken German asked me something and Alexander's asking them to reword for clarity. Which way do you think works best for insomnia? Oh, he's asking him to reword that so I can maybe answer it. Let's see. I like to have a sip of tea. I feel it pretty fast. Yeah, tea works really fast. Which method leads to the strongest negative side effect of having to sleep? Okay, I still don't. Okay. To address that question, ibotenic acid is the excitatory side of this mushroom, and it upregulates your cholinergic pathways and your glutamate pathways, which will wake your brain up and wake your nervous system up. You don't want a piece of it dry because you will definitely be awake for hours. So if you use the tea method and you put lemon and you make a lot of conversion, you're still going to need to take that a couple of hours before bed. If you do a full conversion, you get all the ibotenic out and you're left with muscimol, which is the downside. Gishan, yeah. If you follow, well, if you get on my newsletter, I put everything in my newsletter, everything I'm doing, when and where and all that. So when that happens, it'll be in the newsletter. To get on the newsletter, just go to amanitadreamer.net. News. And it goes out on the 1st, y'all. So it's the 29th right now. If you want to get my newsletter and you haven't already signed up to get it, it only goes out twice a month. The 1st and then sometime in the middle of the month. Newsletter is at Amanita Dreamer. Because I don't like getting too many emails either. So I try not to like send it out that much. Yeah, our weather's been really hot and now it's raining. Cool. It ain't raining here. Which way of ingestion seems to be to make one feel the most tired? I think I pretty much kind of covered that. But German, if you go to amanitadreamer.net, like I cover all of this stuff over there, every bit of it. Her angry drunken German. Hey, okay, love that. What's wrong? We had a weather. Which way? Okay. I dried some in Window of Kardash. A lot of people talk about that on paper plate stapled to another paper plate at work. Some people say that they can do that, especially at the very, very end of summer when it's still hot out, you know. We will see if we can arrange a public event in the Zurich area, still in planning stages. Okay, so inviting is the right Johann that is organizing the event in Switzerland. See, people want to know. So as soon as you know, let me know and I can start promoting it. Alexander, I'm inclined to think that most folks see sleepiness more so with a decarb approach. Hello, Dreamer. Hey, Thomas. How specific do you write about dosages in your book? I get very, very detailed. I spend a lot of time on it. With grams and effects, nope, I get very detailed. Very detailed, absolutely. And then I have another whole appendix in the back that talks about it even further to help you find your dose. Great. I hope to hear from it. Yep. Cool, Gishan. You can get the newsletter or you can always keep checking back on amanitadreamer.net and go to the events page. You and Amanita were in my dream the other night. What? There was also an eagle. What? But I remember Amanita was in the shape of a heart. Oh. The love mushroom. I haven't consumed it in several months either. Amanita does that. Once you start taking it and you get it in your body, you'll dream about it all the time. It's always there. I can't help but believe that benzo withdrawal has fired my cravings for carbs, but would just be happy to have the anxiety gone and get my emotions back. Well, I mean, if Amanita hasn't helped you with that, if you can't feel anything, you may be taking too much muscimol. It didn't help me with carbs. That I have a hungry brain though because I'm autistic, and autistic people have, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times as many nerve connections, neuronal connections. So like we have really hungry brains, and it's really hard for me to keep my brain fed. And its favorite form of food is glucose. So I'm always craving carbs and sugar. I had a dream too where I took Amanita with you. I hear that so often. People dream about me all the time, taking shit with me all the time. While trying to get off benzoyl for sleep, the sleep cream was a lifesaver. Still learning to dose Amanita for sleep. Oh, Tessa, that's great. That's cool. All right, y'all. Well, my chair is creaky and it's getting on my nerves, or is that just me? Is that an autism thing? Can y'all hear it? Hear that? Oh, now it stopped. Thanks for all you do, AD. Much appreciated. Aw, you're welcome. All right, y'all. Well, those of you watching the playback, you can still use and do all of the things that I left here. All the notes I left here, the coupon code I left here, the websites I left here, the newsletter link I left here, all of that stuff. If you just want to donate, like YouTube won't even let you. You know how you could do these donations in the side screen here, which is why a lot of YouTubers go live, because people will give them these donations on the side to get their comments seen. YouTube won't even let me do that anymore. Like they totally have blackballed me. All I can do is make videos because of course they want me to do that. Make content for them, but they won't let me support my own self anymore because what I do is so dangerous, they told me. It's dangerous what I'm doing. So I'm going to give you a link where you can make donations if you don't care to buy anything or get in the community. And you would just like to offer your support. You can't do it here, but you can do it here at Buy Me a Coffee. And you could buy me a coffee. Yeah, that carb autism link is really interesting. It's really cool. I do so much research on it. Do you grow work with any other natural supplements like wild lettuce? All the time. I have a whole cabinet full, and I put them in my products in my store. I have some products that I only make once. So like I work with wild lettuce. I have a lot of stuff. I have videos on some of the things that I work with. I have videos on how to make some of that stuff. I have videos where I've collaborated with other creators on herbs and things that they work with. How much is the book? It depends on where you're buying it. In the United States, I'm cheaper than Amazon if you buy it from Mushroom Voice. I think it's $38 on Amazon, but I give you like a coupon code to get like $3 off. And then I have the hardback. It just showed up like yesterday. Finally, I've been waiting for it forever. So a hard copy is like $53, I think. It's super expensive. It's expensive for me to actually have it made. It's crazy how much more expensive it is. But it feels like a good sturdy textbook. Oh my God, this creaking chair. It's like a sturdy textbook kind of thing. So like if you're building an entheogenic library, you might want to get the hardback. But if you just want to get something as cheap as you can, get the paperback. You're so welcome, Melissa. Thank you for being here. No, Angry, it just showed up yesterday. And then the audio book hopefully will be out in a couple of weeks. It's in post-production. We just finished making all the corrections on it. I'll be going over to the studio on Monday, finishing it up, doing sort of like last minute stuff to it. Like I read the whole thing, like did the whole thing on audio, the vocals. I'm working on an ebook, but unfortunately I can't publish a Kindle book. Amazon's shady business practices and the amount of money that they take out of our pockets. I can't work on that platform. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make my own ebook that you can download and use in any ebook reader. But I'm having a hard time finding how to do that. If anybody knows, drop me a link. What am I excited about right now? No one asked me that. I'm glad you didn't ask. I'm going to tell you anyway. It has been the worst, hottest summer, and my fall last year got ruined by a major life event and was awful. And I've been grieving now for a year, and I'm finally healed and happy and excited. So what I am most excited about right now is I can't wait for the first day I wake up and it's cool outside. I can't wait to start traveling again and going to Calgary and going to Europe and meeting people, and for the fall season and for harvesting. I can't wait for cooking some new fall recipes that I want to make, that I want to try. I can't wait for all these things that I've made for all these different months for my store. I can't wait to get those listed. I know that sounds weird, and a lot of people that make and sell products, they're like, just get it made, get it listed, just buy, sell, sell, sell. And I'm not like that. Like I love nurturing people, and I don't have people to nurture in my life. And I put all that into like creating stuff like this because Amanita gave me my color vision back. And I get to nurture this way by, if y'all get something in the store and I'm sending a package anyway, I make a bunch of stuff that I can give away for free. Like this was last September's bookmark. And these are like high quality vinyl stickers and stuff. And like October, and they've all got mushrooms on them. Sometimes they're hidden and hard to find. And then sometimes they're like really large. So I love making all these and being like really creative. And then I pour that creativity into making a product that's themed for that month. You know what I mean? Like, and stuff that I use, stuff I need. Because I've been in fight or flight my whole life. And it's hard for my body to feel safe to go to sleep. I have a hard time going to sleep. So my sleep cream works. I have experimented with sleep creams my whole life and couldn't find something that worked. And then I made my own and it worked. And I'm like, hell yeah. So I started listing it for y'all. I was only going to sell it for 1 month. It sold so fast. So many people were writing. So now it's just a permanent item in my store. But like the ceremonial kits, I will always make those for solstices and equinoxes. But that's what I look forward to. And I look forward to making the book and getting it out for y'all to see. Here's my speculative hypothesis about the carb-autism connection. We know that a decent proportion of the body's serotonergic system is in the gut. True. Often there's a disconnection with the gut. True. ASD. Carbs stimulate serotonin. That's the real reason Thanksgiving meals make you sleepy, not the tryptophan. So I've always kind of viewed ASD and carb addiction as kind of a form of self-medication. I get that. That's cool because it upregulates your serotonin. That's a decent hypothesis. I like it. Angry, drunken German. I can't wait for fall. Heat in the Midwest is miserable. I'm blown away at the levels of heat all over the world right now. But like the Midwest is bad. Freaking Arizona's on fire. Things are just bursting into flames. Sleep cream, you say? Angry, you're hilarious. Oh, you're an angry, drunken German who's in the Midwest. Okay. You're not in Germany. You're a German in America. Very interesting. I'm vegan with ASD, and I feel much better than when I was an omnivore. Do you have autographed copies? No, these that I'm giving away, I'll sign them. The only way you can get an autographed copy was my pre-sale, and if you come to a book signing. Yes, fall is the best. It's 1:14 in West Virginia. 11 F Fahrenheit convert. That is 45.5 Celsius for you European folk. That's insane. You're so creative and beautiful for caring and nurturing people. Aw, I'm the same. I just watched your Zoom video with Rob Nelson, and you mentioned that you smoke Amanita as a joint. Is it just mushroom or mixed with other herbs? I do both. Thomas, it doesn't work well as a joint, though. It works way better loose, like in a pipe. I smoke Amanita straight and get really high with it and use it for spiritual purposes. But I make a blend. It's in my store, smoke blend, that one is for relaxing, one is an addiction blend that approaches addiction, and then one uses pantherina in it. They're actually almost sold out. And I'm missing one ingredient to re-up them all. So what's in the store right now is all that's going to be there until maybe next week or the week after that. Malika, you made it, and we're about to end it. Thank you. Is it smoking safe to do it without a sitter? Oh, yeah. I've tried to put myself in a really bad place with it, and I have smoked copious amounts for hours, and I've never once gotten in a place where I needed help. It's really beautiful that way. It's the most forgiving way to use it, in my opinion, which is pretty much all you get from me is my opinion, because we have so little actual research. You know what I mean? Katerina, hey, welcome. You missed the giveaway. I'm so sorry. We're about to end now. Yeah, I announce all of my lives. I announce everything I'm going to be doing in my newsletters. I always post on the community tab on YouTube. If you're subscribed, you should see it. Although censorship and shadow banning, you may not. Speaking of your products, I love the face serum. I know, Julie, you're a regular buyer. I've gifted it to so many people and everyone loves it. Just a couple of drops mixed with face cream. Really? I use it straight every single night. It's addictive. Again, it was something I made for myself and it worked so well. I thought I'd try a little bit of it in the store and now people love it. It's so addictive. I actually made it doing research on what I thought Cleopatra would have at her disposal. Sydney, when I first smoked it, I had dreams of dancing and eating human ancestors. Aw, dancing in the background and everyone happy. I get very similar visions. Very, very similar. Is the pajama party still happening? Yeah, it's tonight. Actually, soon. I'm going to have to go get ready for that. All right, if y'all want to come to the pajama party in the community, scroll back through the comments section at the top near the beginning where I gave you the coupon code for the community. To get a free month, you have to select Tier 2. I love you, beautiful people. Thanks for coming to my live. I do them once a month. If you want to be informed about when I'm doing it again, get the newsletter. You can get on the newsletter list at amanitadreamer.net. Thanks for coming. I love you, beautiful people. Bye.